So as we count down just 2 days to the protest, the IG police has placed a curfew on the protester that nobody should protest beyond 4 p.m. for those 10 days. And there are so many threats coming from the creeks in the Niger Delta and even in Abuja that if one person gets killed, that the protest will turn into anarchy. First and foremost, let's start with the police order. Is this constitutional? What's going on?
I don't. I'm yet to see anywhere in the constitution where police will tell people that this is. I mean, timing. Okay, you spoke about people not moralizing, which is very good, which is very very okay by me. But you know that timing is my problem. You can't give time for people not to protest. You understand? You can't be telling people this is how you protest. That is no longer a protest. Yes, it's a carnival. That's not a carnival. You understand? So I'm not communicating. So I'm looking at the fact that you see, I've always been saying it before the president became president that I feel that there may be a form of state capture when this man becomes president, and you are beginning to see. Yeah, it's okay. You are beginning to see, but again, the people you see, it's not about police. The police have families. Am I right? The families are buying markets. They are going to markets. They are buying foods. They are buying groceries, they are buying clothes, and they can see the amount they are buying. That's what I mean. I just pity for the poor people. Harry tweet. He did a thread on the bags of the police where they are staying. Mr. Nee, look at some bags and you be like, even a goat, a dog, without due respect, cannot stay in this place.
Yeah. Right.
Understand? We see some army bags, police bags, naval bags that we saw Harry did it, and we are not seeing police coming back to say, we are planning for how many years, and then it's that same police that is facing brutality, that is facing in quote hunger, that his back is dilapidated, that you now use to to suppress innocent. So police cannot. I repeat, you cannot tell them the exact time. There is a guideline: don't vandalize, don't cause mayhem and everything, which is good. But you're not giving time. I'm still waiting. I'm looking. I'm waiting for the lawyers to come up and say this thing is constitutional. But as far as I'm concerned, I've not seen it before that there's anywhere where police will be telling people, innocent protesters, this time is when you should come and protest. To me personally, that's not constitutional. To me, what I've seen so far, maybe I'm waiting for the lawyers to come, at least to speak on it. I've not heard it before. It's until this administration starts seeing some things that obviously we saw protests under Goodluck Jonathan. We saw how even they themselves, this present government and some of them, they protested under Jonathan peacefully.
Mr. Rilwan, we have someone from Kenya who is saying that we Kenyans will support you Nigerians on your upcoming protest. Mr. Rilwan, at this stage, look at so many devices the federal government is deploying. Just yesterday, millions of people lines have been banned, whether you're using MTN or whether you're using Glo. And secondly, there's no fuel in the country. The protesters are saying that these are the devices the federal government wants to use to distract the Nigerian youth. At this stage, do you think this protest will actually take hold and have that effect that we're hoping for?
You see, instead, this thing will not channel their energy to go out. Some people, see, let me tell you, some people, speaking about at that beginning of last week, people were saying no, we are not protesting, that the same. But now, what's happening now again? They are more energized. They are now more, how do I put it? They have this anger in them to even come out and protest now because of what you are doing. Ordinarily, someone that Nigeria, we always have this like classic attitude. Nothing concern me. God will accept me and my family. But for this fact that people now begin to see, you try to gag the media, you're trying to gag the people, and you're not buying life because some people that they buy their life, they're innocent. Some people are not even going to protest. But you can imagine maybe they're artisans like us, Onishowo, that they call hello, come and do so job. Now his line has been bad and he's innocent. Some people, they are working in the office, they cannot even access their boss and everything. That will now further energy. Say, no. I'm even coming out. No, ordinarily, he doesn't want to come out. But what's happening now? He start not seeing that energy to come out and say no. I say, what about? You understand?
Yeah.
So when government is doing this, you're not helping. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping your cause. What you are doing in essence is that you are just making people getting more angry. You cannot ban people's line. You understand? I'm looking at the fact you said about the fuel. Now I like to get more clarity. Is it the market forces or is it because of the protest? You understand? But if it's because of the protest, that is in the wrong direction because people cannot even go to work and we know how much fuel is the amount of fuel. Now, if the amount of fuel is getting higher and higher, how will people go to work in the first place? Number two, we know that prices of fuel is already on the increase. Now, with this in quote fuel scarcity, you are going to see more more economic hardship. You are going to see beggar for 300, for example. Ordinarily, someone that's working in a beggar, going and coming is a problem. How is he going to cope with this new fuel prices being occasioned by the fuel subsidy? You understand? So we have to see. It is time that we sit down and tell ourselves the truth. It's time that we sit down and look ourselves with the eyes as a people, as Nigerians, as a citizens, and tell ourselves what is the hope of the common masses in this country. Our leaders, in which interest are they serving? Ordinarily, leaders should be servants of the people. We elected them. But you cannot be gagging us, you cannot be lording over us. You are supposed to be a public servant if you are elected. But you cannot be a public lord. You are not in a military rule. You are not in a monarchical system of government. You have a king, you have absolute powers. You are in democracy. So ordinarily, our leaders should be able to come down from their high horse and look at the people and say to us, this is what we are planning for. I saw, for example, the governor of Ogun State. You are meant to address a student that graduate system.
Yeah.
All they're talking about the protest.
Bad cop.
They were booing him.
They put him, yes, interesting.
When the other man spoke, is it the first kind? They were tearing him up. But that is it. You can see, you speak to the people. The people are already hungry. They are angry. This one now, like I said, beggar now is 300 naira. And the salary is not going to increase. This is more economic hardship for the people. You are meant to serve, you are not meant to lord.
Yeah.
You are coming to serve the people, not to lord over us. But give us good services, give us leadership. Provide basic, like I always tell you, Mr. Lee, Nigerians are the easiest to govern in the world. Give us basic amenities. We are very easy. We already have this can-do spirit. Never say that spirit in us. Nigeria, we already have it. So what we always needed, for example, is just give us these basic amenities that we see in a foreign country. I have a friend now, as I'm speaking to you now. This lady is in Baghdad. A Nigerian person is in Baghdad. Baghdad is in Iraq. Nigeria is in Iraq. You understand? Look at it, and you know I know the situation in Iraq. But because of that can-do spirit, a Nigeria can go anywhere and find a way to survive. But whereby you are in your country and they will say that Nigeria has happened to you. Nigeria has happened to you. You go to the hospital, sometimes there is no drug. You are meant to transport a sick patient, there is no fuel. You understand? And what I go to says that, oh, Nigeria has happened to you. How long will Nigeria keep happening to us? How long will Nigeria keep happening to its citizens? You understand? So when you look at it, this and sometimes I feel like there seems to be no hope for the common masses. Everybody, the song is a song of despair, complaints. It's a song of agony. It's a song of pains, of crying, of wailing. We are looking at people now trying to get a bus to beggar. Look at how they are rushing. Beggar 200 naira, 300 naira. Salary will not increase. Somebody is now expected to go home to feed his family. Understand? A man cannot longer feed his wife, let alone his children, even himself. He has now become a burden, and he's working. Like I always say, my language, when are we going to stop all these things? And then I want to see them. Let's have shared palliative in churches. Yesterday we saw it on the video, and even I don't say government.
You were sharing palliative in the church.
I mean, is it Gary? Gary? when
Lagos here,
yeah, no, I just saw the church. I didn't really, but no, obviously it's in Nigeria.
government sponsored.
No, church is a church, but we know we know these things. We know how government works. For example,
The church was supposed to be speaking truth to power.
God bless you. The only one person that I'm very impressed with let me hail him, Bishop and Prophet Issa El Buba in Jos, Plateau State. God bless you, sir. The man only that man is speaking truth to power. He's telling the government so. He's trying to galvanize the people to make sure that people know that this government is seemingly not for them. And I have to appreciate him. I have to hail him. Prophet Issa El Buba, God bless you for this message. It's time the president starts speaking to the people. Speak to the people. The kings have no, quote unquote, they have no real impact on the people, it's only in southern Nigeria. I'm talking about the north. On your people have no impact in.
I don't know if you have heard what Tunde Bakare said.
On the,
Tunde Bakare, a pastor,
yes,
who was once a part of the 2012
protest,
Nigeria protest, is now telling Nigerians that Nigerians don't turn the Nigerian place to battlefield. Sheathe your sword and negotiate with them.
who is fighting? The question is that who is fighting who?
Who are the pastors?
I'm even going there.
Like,
Let me start with number one. Who is fighting who? That's the question. Nobody's fighting anybody now. Nobody has ever talked about whether violent anything. What is this? Nobody's fighting. And it's the government that is not even talking to the people. And like I always said, that is the hypocrisy of our men of God in Nigeria. You protested openly against Goodluck Jonathan.
yeah.
You insulted him. They carried Jonathan's coffin in this country. But today, the same people are now asking Nigerians to pray for Nigeria. And now asking to sit your sword. Did you sit your sword under Jonathan? That is what we get when politicians have infiltrated the church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the pastors, for example, they don't even have that moral right again to speak truth to the power because they are now seen to be a part of the problem. It's just as simple as it is. It's as simple as it can get. Nobody, for example, trusts the pastors anymore because you don't even know where they stand. You don't know what they stand for. I don't understand. You do something against under Jonathan, you cannot do it now. You're not cutting
People
corners.
says that Tinubu has his way around the stakeholders. He knows how to bribe his way out. That it is surprising for Oba of Benin to also be speaking against a protest. Oba of Benin that people have always thought is a man of uprightness, a man who is objective.
Yes.
However, despite the hardship, the Oba of Benin is spelling the Edolites not to protest. So everybody does understand that if we are not careful, Tinubu will buy everybody in this country. Is that the case?
We should be very careful. You understand? We should be very careful. I spoke about the fact that if Tinubu becomes president, then that what we are going to see is something that will close to, like, in quote, a state capture, that people will not be able to express their opinion. And people were insulting me and everything. And I knew, and everybody knows in that place what I faced. You're a bastard, you're Malay, you're not from Ogun State, you're a bastard, go to Igbo land, you have Igbo blood in you. But now everybody begin to see the truth now. You understand? The so-called people that fought for democracy, in quote, they fought for democracy, they say they fought against military government. What we are facing now, is it not close to like a military government? That's not. Then you are gagging the media where people that are supposed to speak are afraid to speak. Like, I always see, I don't blame, let me tell you something. I always tell everybody, in every election, you must have the ability to know your own interest. That is where we always make mistakes, all of us as Nigerians. We don't know our interest. I know my interest. I'm from Abeokuta, Ogun State. I know where I'm coming from. You must know where you are coming from. Politicians, for example, they have their children abroad. Look at this. When they declare 7 days recess in National Assembly, most of them, they are flying out. And
7 weeks.
7 weeks, I'm sorry. 7 weeks recess. Almost 2 months. Politicians, they are flying out. And I was asking them, I was saying, you that they give 5,000 to vote now, can you fly out with them? When I tell people, these things, it's not a rocket science. Stop collecting money from politicians. stop voting because of tribe and religion. They will keep insulting you. Okay, we are you to fly abroad with politicians. You can't fly anywhere. You are stuck in this country. If anything happens, they have just easy. You know, when they say education is a scam, I say education is not a scam because their children are receiving, they are in the best schools abroad. Their families are receiving the best health care. If it happens now, they fly abroad. Ear problem, nose problem, back problem, leg problem. They go to Dubai, they go to UK, they go to US. You cannot even afford to buy drug now. It's on the cost. Canadian can go to about medicine. So when are you now going to start using your head and think these people are not for you? Forget about whether they try to play tribalism card or religious card. So it's as simple as that. So until we think, have this mentality that these people, they are not for us. They are for themselves. They are only there to enrich themselves. They are only there to make sure that they corner, in quote, the commonwealth of the masses. They are only there to make sure that their children, because look at it, for example, education in Nigeria is a scam because you are using the curriculum of over 20 years ago. Am I right? But their children are abroad receiving the best and updated curriculum. The same children will now come back to Nigeria. They make them either commissioners, some of them as of rep or senators and everything. They still come to rule over you. When are you going to leave slavery?
So the point is, the oppressors keep expanding and enlarging their coast.
Yes.
While the oppressed, they keep shrinking.
Yes.
And they keep getting smaller. So let us go to the issue of Peter Obi and Kenneth Okonkwo.
Yes.
Yesterday, a shocker was unveiled when Kenneth Okonkwo said he is no longer supporting Peter Obi.
Yes.
Yes, they are friends, but Peter Obi is a timid man, is a coward, that he doesn't feel Peter Obi has that aura, that charisma to fight these monsters, Tinubu, Atiku, and the likes. For that reason, he is no more supporting him. And immediately after that, we now saw Peter Obi on Channels TV. We saw him speaking that, okay, I think the protest can go on, but for as long as it is a peaceful protest.
Yes.
Now, why is it that Peter Obi needs to be crushed by his own mere followers before he is it a man who is so scared of fighting the establishment?
No.
Because these are the words of Kenneth Okonkwo.
No, Kenneth Okonkwo has his own opinion, and for example, Kenneth Okonkwo even spoke at length about what's happening in the Labour Party. Let me start like this. Peter Obi, for example, when even before they protest everything, he has always tweeted that anything about him is peaceful, which I like. You see, Nigeria is the kind of country that if there are two siblings, that's why Nigeria is not going forward. If there are two siblings, for example, one is working legitimately and everybody knows, maybe he's not very rich. The other one is doing different type of job to have money. People will be hailing that one as a criminal, telling him that he's doing the right thing. That is the Nigeria that we find ourselves in 2024. Understand? Let me give an example. People say, "Oh, Peter Obi does not have that. This is not fight." Okay, tell me any leader in Nigeria that have become anything, that president, governor, by force, by killing of people that have served the people well. Mention one of them.
I don't think Kenneth Okonkwo is telling people to kill anything.
No. I give an example. No. I give an example. Instead that you don't think that Peter Obi has in code that ruggedity enough to fight.
Yes, ruggedity can be in good
for
good cause.
Somebody said in Nigeria that if he does not win the election, baboons and monkeys will be soaked in blood. The same person later become president. It is the worst president in of Nigeria.
Are you talking about Buhari?
And that person said, we are going to snatch it and grab it and run away with it. Look at where we are today. See, until we do away with this mentality. And let me give you some people will tell you, oh, Peter Obi should come and lead protest. Peter Obi has brain. I give an answer, it's Peter Obi buy what you are. But it is you that will go forward. When you say no, this somebody is enough, then the only thing he has to do as a man is to back you. Peter Obi will not come forward and say, so and so. It is you that have your common sense, this brain. You understand? Okay, you want Nigeria to go forward. Now, for example, Peter Obi, he was telling Dangote today, he should not regret why, because Dangote said that he regrets why he invested in Nigeria, or his friend has really told him. He said, don't regret that what me have faced in Nigeria, what I'm still facing, in business and everything, cannot be emphasized. Understand? So Peter Obi is facing the heat. He knows it, but he will never come out to say do and so. It is you, we as citizens, for example. Let me okay, wait. Peter Obi has not yet spoken anything. You saw how they were attacking him. That tells you.
August says that. Yes, Kenneth Okonkwo is correct. Obi is not brave enough. He is supposed to be at the forefront, leading this protest. And if he was leading this protest, his presence will ensure the protest is even well coordinated. Do you agree with Perry Oga?
No, the person has. That's a good opinion by the person, but I don't agree. Peter Obi does not need to lead any protest.
But why are you defending Peter Obi for leading a protest?
No. Peter Obi does not need to lead any protest.
Why?
Because this, you see, what you are talking about is Peter Obi will not make everything politics. Like you said, or like everybody saw that protest that they led, everything is just political. You can't be leading protest like that. Nigerians are facing hunger. What he's going to do is to back Nigerians. Am I right? So he's backing Nigerians, telling Nigerians that you are right. Oh, nobody should violate protest and nobody should be killed. So Peter Obi is doing the right thing by telling Nigeria that no killings, no bloodshed, and no
Pere is not agreeing with you still. He says that what you're saying is excuse. Mandela, Thomas Sankara, Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, they were all good leaders who were revolutionary, who were activists. And if Peter Obi is presenting himself as a leader who wants to change this country, he must be revolutionary in nature. He will not come with his gentlemanism. That gentlemanism will only get him kicked out. That he doesn't think Peter Obi has the quality. That Peter Obi to learn what we call activism. And there's nothing wrong in it. Yes, we know Peter Obi is a good man. But the forces that we are fighting for, the principalities that we are fighting against, they will just look at you and kick you away with the attitude Peter Obi has.
Muhammadu Buhari led protest and he became president. You can judge. Tinubu led protest. He's the president now. You understand? So this is very, very simple. You are Nigerians. You know what you are facing yourself. Protest in Nigeria is always political. It does not have to. I know what I'm talking about. It should not be political. It is about suffering and hunger. And like I said, the fear of Peter Obi alone. Peter Obi, he not say anything. You saw how they were calling his name. That Bayo Ononuga, that is supposed to be a minister, that's supposed to be the special spokesman. He became anti-Peter Obi. That everything Bayo Ononuga does every day. Peter Obi, and Peter Obi has not said the word. That is influence enough. That is influence is so scary to them, and they know it. So it does not need to come out and say, just like he said yesterday, I support it 100%. That you have the right to protest, no violent protest and everything. But that it should be protest, no. So that they are not going to target. You saw what they are saying. That they even say that this protest that people that failed the last election, they are angry. No. It should not be a political protest. It's not about people that failed. It's about the people of Nigeria that are suffering enough, that have suffered enough, that will come out to protest. And like I said, APC members that voted for this government, they are going to lead the protest. And for the first time, they are now ready to face their own people. So that's what I want to see. I always back with Obi as far as it's on the right track. On this, I back him. He's not a dictator. I should not be a dictator. We've seen dictators become president. What has been the effect of dictators being president? Instead, it has been doomed. Instead, Nigeria has always gone backward. Instead, Jonathan was seen as a coward. When Jonathan won Nigeria against the APC, he said, if you vote for the APC, you take Nigeria backward. Has Nigeria not gone backward?
Yeah.
Jonathan is weak. He's a very weak man. The one that they control. Okay, the one that are not weak men now, what have they done in Nigeria? Ask yourself question. You cannot take something by force. Anything taken by force will not. If you take power by force, you cannot use it for the betterment of the people. Instead, people they will cry, they will regret that is, and they keep on complaining. So on this, my opinion remains the same. I support Peter Obi 100%.
Thank you very much for that wonderful submission, Mr. Reilwan. Welcome, sir, Mr. Femi.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. You are so cut up like a man who is ready to go for the battlefield.
The weather is not friendly now. And I have kata.
Oh, okay. That is a sign of bad leadership, by the way.
Anyway, Tinubu is even controlling the climate now.
Indeed.
I mean,
Mr. Femi, so many people have said that this protest is too much, facing so much bottlenecks. Can you imagine that the police have said that nobody should protest beyond 4 p.m.? Now, first and foremost, what's this about? Are we back in military regime?
anyway, first of all, let's appreciate one thing, that from the word, there's no chance for protests. So no protests to go beyond 4 p.m. So let's first of all appreciate that we have been sending message to them. We have been sending message to this government that whether they like it or not, there's going to be a protest. That's why police now even come out that no protest to go beyond 4 p.m. Now the question we should ask them is, maybe they should give us some reason why the protest should not be last more than 4 p.m. It's not that I will support them, but even if they give us chance to protest from early of the day to 4 p.m., our message will have been passed. Yoruba will say, kò sí oko tí àgbẹ̀ ń ro láàrò dalẹ̀, àfẹ́lẹ́ tó bá fẹ́ jí iṣu ẹgbẹ́ wà. Giving people chance, we know Nigerian, giving people chance, unlimited chance to protest can lead to another things. People may use that chance to loot. Everybody know what can happen during the night. So, although it's not enough excuse, but if they say people should protest from morning till 4 p.m., then they can come back the following day. The message will have been passed. I told you that before this protest, the protest has owed itself. Why? Because the message has been passed. The president have known that Nigeria is they are not okay with the way it's governing. The message has been passed already. Now, for now, if you have chance to demonstrate, to pass your message from morning till 4 p.m., pass your message. You can come back tomorrow. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong in passing your message from morning to 4 p.m. And people that you want to even pass your message to, they work from morning to 4 p.m. Am I lying? Do they work till 6 p.m.? No, they don't work. So if you want to pass your message, I think that hour is enough. You can pause and come back tomorrow. Me, I know that we are winning them. From no chance for protest to from morning to 4 p.m. We are winning. That's my point.
Okay, so on the other hand, yesterday we saw that so many people are now calling Peter Obi out. In fact, Bayonuga said that since Peter Obi has supported this protest, then he should lead the protest. Do you think there's anything wrong if Peter Obi, even if just for one day, comes out and speak on the protest ground in any of the states he likes?
Let me tell you one thing. It will be very hard before we see another person that we have chance like Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan have a very real advantage, like leaving deputy governor to become governor, leaving deputy governor to become vice president, then from vice president to the president. Let me tell you, if not, you cannot see another Jonathan in the next 100 years. So the kind of grace Jonathan enjoy, you may not see another person in the next 100 years. So if to say it is about attacking government or plan protest or about KJ a particular government, somebody want to be at the realm of Nigeria government, somebody like Jonathan will not be there. But Jonathan's being there was a define. It was a define by God Almighty. So, and even when he was there, his nature also tells in the way he ruled, and it gives way for his enemy to come in. So now let's go to Peter Obi. The way I'm seeing Peter Obi, Yoruba will say, so bá fẹ́ jẹ́ Ọ̀sákálá, tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ Òṣokolo, jẹ́ Òṣokolo. Ọ̀sákálá Òṣokolo kò yọ ọmọ èèyàn.
That means if you want to be cold,
be cold. If you want to be hot, be hot.
Lukewarmness is bad.
Jesus Christ even said he will spare you out if you are lukewarm. So look at Tinubu. Tinubu, we say he led protest. Fine. He even appeared on that day. He didn't lead the protest, but he voice. He give voice. He went to Odota, pick microphone and speak. It's not necessary that to be lead the protest. But when people are protesting, what will it cost to be to come there and address people and go on his way? It doesn't cost him anything. It doesn't cost him anything. So let me tell you, there are two people that cannot lead protest. Atiku cannot lead protest. Atiku will also go and hide somewhere and be pushing people. Go and fight the fight, then bring me
The glory.
the glory. Likewise, the way Obi is doing now.
So
No,
are you saying Obi?
I don't want.
Are you calling Obi an opportunist too, who is waiting for people to fight his cause and then come out
It
and
sounds
take
like
the glory?
It sounds like that. He benefited from NSAS. You see, NSAS mark the beginning and the future of Nigeria politics.
Oh, you are telling me now that all the support Obi gained 2023 election wasn't as a result of his goodwill alone. He just came in and he hijacked the NSAS angry Nigerian youth.
That is what happened. That's what happened. People, Nigeria are angry. They are not happy with APC. They are not happy with PDP. So during that NSAS, they wanted to do everything possible to hand all these idiots people. They wanted to end them. But unfortunately, they were unable to do it that time. Now they are waiting for another opportunity, like 2023. So when 2023 election come, now all the remaining anger that was in them, they now, okay, what are we going to do? Let's go and look for a third force. Let's go and look for somebody else that is not PDP, that is not APC, that we are going to use there. And thank God, the person that suits that side was Peter Obi, and Obi enjoyed that thing. So at this time, I don't think Obi will have the same opportunity again. If people are protesting now and Obi hide behind, some people will still want to think that, oh, Obi wants us to go and fight, then bring him the glory. Do you know that Kenneth Okonkwo, a very close ally of Peter Obi, has left, Peter Obi's camp? He has left Peter Obi camp. He said he didn't see the kind of thing he expected from a visionary leader, a revolutionary leader, even make mention of integrity. And one of the things that people think Obi has is integrity. But Kenneth Okonkwo mentioned integrity as one of the things that he didn't see in Peter Obi. That's why he left the camp of Peter Obi. Kenneth Okonkwo has left the camp of Peter Obi. He said he didn't see the kind of leader he expected in Peter Obi.
Is it right in his cause? Because Kenneth Okonkwo is calling Peter Obi a man who has no courage.
Yes, Kenneth Okonkwo may be right or wrong, but he's entitled to his opinion. Likewise, as me too, I will be. Do you know that some of the people that support Obi, I have a brother among them, and he told me, he said, Oga, if Obi fail in 2023, if he contests in 2027, I will not support him again, because he will have joined the bandwagon of these people I'm talking about. We are talking about. He will have become older. Obi will have also become older. So we will either go and look for somebody that is even more younger and vibrant. So if Obi want to be hot, let him be hot and come out. And if he cannot lead the protest, on the day of protest, it's not compulsory that he lead the protest. And what caused him not to lead the protest? You have seen this man lead the protest now. It's when somebody like Obi lead protest, that's when the protest will be so interesting. When somebody like Peter Obi lead protest, it will be very, very interesting. People will come out. I'm telling you, people will come out.
One of his supporters here, Mr. Rilwan, the first speaker, said that if Peter Obi goes to the protest ground, then it seems like Peter Obi is trying to politicize the hunger of the Nigerian people.
Let him be sent. All this is sent, it will be sent. Even when Peter Obi didn't come out, maybe they say it's Peter Obi that lead it. Let me tell you one Yoruba adage. Yoruba will say, "Wọ́n ní tá bá lùlù àgẹ̀rẹ̀, á ṣẹgbẹ́ fà. Tá bá lùlù àgẹ̀rẹ̀, á ṣẹgbẹ́ fà." Ṣe kúkú wá lùlù àgẹ̀rẹ̀, ọ̀gá kúkú
You need to translate that into English.
They said if you beat an àgẹ̀rẹ̀ drum, you will pay like 6,000. If you don't beat it, you will also pay like 6,000. Why can't beat the drum and let the drum be scattered now? You don't lead the protest. They say you are the one that's leading it, that's behind it. Why not Kukuma lead it? You have a wife that doesn't that always maintain integrity and is not involved in fornication, but you always finger at that you are involved in fornication. You involved in fornication. One day she will think that this thing that I don't do, and they keep on accusing me. Why can't I try it? Let me Kukuma do it now. If I'm not stealing, and you keep on saying I'm a thief, I steal this, I do that, and I didn't steal it. One day I'll think, say, okay, of what benefit?
So you're telling me now that the worst that can happen is just accusation.
Yes,
That
now.
Obi should face them head on.
That's what you are saying. You want to benefit from a particular thing, but you don't want to associate. You don't want to receive blame that is in it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, Tinubu now. We are all blaming Tinubu now. All the protest that Tinubu led, we are bringing it out. You understand what I'm saying? That means we are blaming Tinubu. Hey, Obi is also ready to receive some blame now. If you are not ready to receive some blame, that place is not for you. That place, that Abuja. If you are not want to play a demon role, a demonic role, Abuja is not your place. That's the truth of the matter. People that are ruling us, they are demons. So you have to be the leader of demons before you become our president. That's the truth of the matter. Take it or leave it. You are, look at it now. Even, okay, let me tell you. You know that Buhari don't look at anybody's face. You know Buhari now. You didn't look at anybody's face. You do mess, they fire you. You know what his former chief of army staff did? Brother took up to Shahid. About 300 of them. Left to them. And all what you see is go to court today, go to court tomorrow. People that are ruling in that Abuja, you want to head like 103 senator. They are all demons. You are head of demons.
So you mean you have to be a bigger
demon, a devil himself.
But in a good way.
In a good way. So you are not going to be somebody that will be looking face or that will be thinking about what some people will say. Let me tell you, what some people will say is what is affecting some people today. What some people will say is what is tying some people down to a particular place. That what if I not dress like this? When we other people will talk about me. If I not do this, it's because I don't want people to talk. Oh. What if they talk? What you know that is good for you, and you'll not be afraid of what about people? What are they going to talk? Okay, now you, Mr. Niyi, if you think about what some people will talk about, you will not be here. Do you know that as you are speaking now, some people that are passing, they will look at them. Just let's set up people. They don't have work. Don't you know? That's even to some women. They will say, "What are they talking about?" Don't these people? They will just come here and talk and nothing to do. So if you look at what people will say, you will not come here, but you know what you are facing. You know you should be focused, not about what people will say. Sit down, meditate about it. Look left, look right. That this thing I'm about to do, weigh the blame that people will place upon you, and weigh where you are going. Which one is more important? Then you'll be able to move forward. That's what I see about Peter Obi. Maybe lead the protest or just come there and give just some words when people are doing their protest. Unfortunately, as I have said, it's not that I'm favoring Tinubu, but the leader of protest now is our president. The leader of protest in Nigeria is now our president. So he know every nook and cranny of protest, and people that always support him, they are now backing him. Konde Bakare, Wole Soyinka, all of them, they are now backing him. Oshiomhole, that we know as our gallant soldier, is now an APC man. Very, very unfortunate.
Thank you very much. It's unfortunate now that Peter Obi has no courage to lead a protest, even for a good cause. Welcome, Mr. Chinedu.
Mr. D, good morning. Thank you for having me allow this program. It's a good day, no matter how I look at it. We're going to survive. Our survival is going to depend, whether the government is going to listen to us at the end of the day, and maybe look at all those things, that we consider to be very life-threatening policies, like this starvation policy. It's not too good for Nigeria at this point in time, even though they claim that it's a global thing, but from facts and figures and statistics we have on ground, Nigerian own side of story is corrupted, because we get to this level where we are today as a result of a government conspiracy, to continue to corrupt the system, and that what has led us to where we are today. And it became very glaring under Buhari, because of incompetency. Let me put it that way. PDP actually struggled to make sure that they were able to distance themselves a bit from overwhelming IMF and World Bank policies. But they struggle with it because they were able to have competent hands, experts, economists, technocrats within the structure of government at that time that we are, advising the government genuinely. Even at that point when Okonjo-Iweala was saying, there's going to be a doomsday, Nigeria need to prepare. The APC, led a massive propaganda against that Jonathan's administration, said all manner of things. So that was also part of it, that destroyed that government at the end of the day. The consequences and the calamity is what we are facing now. So that is not far from the truth. So this administration under Tinubu coming around now to demonize the concept of protest is something Nigerians are not going to be comfortable with, and trying to take away our social life at the end of the day. You can see what is happening in MTN. You can see the artificial fuel scarcity all over the place now. Those things should not be happening at this point in time, because these are the things we can only lay our hand on, to put the government in order, or to call themselves in order at the end of the day. So what we are saying at this point in time is that, Nigerians must understand that there's need for us to move from one point to another. And what is the point? Expressing ourselves, in an orderly manner, not minding the threat coming from the federal government or coming from the ministers, even though we have it on good note that some of the protesters are already, some of the government politicians are already hitting the airport, trying to find their way out of the country. But we can see the US and the Canada, UK coming out and say, there's going to be violence, everybody. But you are the ones giving these politicians visas, giving them tickets, for them to get out after they have destroyed the livelihood that we are left with at the end of the day. So it tells you that Nigeria cannot continue like this. We need to understand where we are, and we need to understand where we are going at the end of the day. The question is, at this point in time, Peter Obi has added his voice. He said protest is a legal global thing. It's everywhere. It's constitutional. Why is it that the Tinubu's administration, who masterminded, propaganda, rally, protest, against the then president of Nigeria, and today is trying to demonize protest, where there's going to be a serious resistance in that regard, and that is what you can see. There's so much, tension in the presidency in Aso Rock, on almost all the states, because they don't know the manner and nature this protest is going to take, and also there is reservations too in that regard, where people are saying, no, we need to do something. What are we going to do at the end of the day? We need to move from one point to another. But what are we seeing? What is government response at this point in time? Very important. How is government responding? They look as if, they have the police, they have the army, they're going to use it against us. And I keep on saying it. I've said it when I granted an interview this morning on another platform, where I made it very clearly that, hunger and bad government is the focus of this peaceful rally protest, so to say. Any attack from government at this phase of hunger and end bad government is going to result to Tinubu must go. So that is what we are saying. Like Femi Falana always put it, he said the essence protest was peaceful until the government started shooting on the protesters. But nobody will come and tell you that this is the angle it takes. But when I say that, Lagos. But that's Nigeria for you. Nobody can give you a graphic details of what led to the act of all those guys the police and the army were shooting on the street in the name of protest. Do they have relations? Do they have brothers? Do they have people, breadwinners in the military and in the police and even in the navy? They do. So Tinubu must understand that they should not leave this burden alone for you, because as they are running away from Nigeria, these politicians are disappearing, they are hitting the airport on daily basis. You should know at this point in time that what he needs to do is to sit down, activate one policy alone. If it's possible, declare the borders open, let things begin to come in. Food first. You know what food does in an economy? When a Nigerian wakes up in the morning and is properly nourished, it puts your state of mind to prosperity. You put your state of mind to the next step to do. You become positive in your thought and your reasoning. You alert your medulla. You transfer information, positive information. You show positivity and morals in anything you do. But in a situation where there is hunger, even your child, as a father at home, if your child is hungry, how does he react to the father? He doesn't want to know whether you're a father. He push you one side. But for us, religious leaders, traditional rulers coming to tell Nigerians, swallow it. We started experiencing that calamity if it is not a colonization agenda, a starvation policy from Buhari. Nobody, the North did not say anything. Even the North said they are not part of the protest. Go and take out the list of people who are conveners. They are all Yorubas. Even though you might not rule out that they have certain affiliation across the 36 states of the federation as an organization. But they are the one coming up boldly to say this is our stand. The North are saying whether they are going to be there, going to be there, nobody knows. So the trouble at this point must understand that his image is at stake, his name is at stake, Nigeria existence, continuation as an entity is at stake. So what he needed to do at this point in time is to look at what he's going to activate and reactivate within this short period of time. Because if this is going to last for 10 years, Nigeria definitely is going to lose trillions of naira.
It seems Tinubu is not ready to dialogue. And yesterday, a news came up when Peter Obi was, surprisingly, he came out and he supported the protest. And immediately, Boyo Onanuga responded to him that, okay, now that you have supported the protest, then make sure you also come out and lead a protest. Don't be the coward that we have always known you to be. Because, of course, Kenneth Okonkwo also yesterday has disassociated himself from Peter Obi. He said that Peter Obi is a coward because anybody who wants to lead this Nigeria must be brave. For a good cause, of course.
That is a propaganda. That is a idiotic statement. That is stupidity. That's the act of immaturity, political immaturity. That is act of victimization, vendetta. Did you see Tinubu? Ojota. I'm asking you.
Yeah, it was there.
He was not there. I was there. He was not there.
There was a protest he led.
He didn't lead any protest. What he did was a march past. He has not. He has never. When the issue of Nadeko, did you see? He ran away. During Nadeko days. Go and check it. He ran away. When you have the likes of Ndibisi Karo them, when you have Alfred Rwani, when you have the likes of Abraham Adesanya, Ebola Ige, boys make they pack well. Let this Bayo, they have cautioned him. They are cautioning him. You see that kind of statement. Unfortunately, he has been warned this morning that Tinubu is going to destroy himself with such elements in government. They've told him. Obi. Atiku said, yes, I'm involved in the protest. Why didn't he call for Atiku's arrest? No, check. What is it that about Obi, about obedience, about Igbo?
Maybe they see Obi as an easy target, a soft target. That's why they are always insisting on people.
Soft target when it comes to survival of Nigeria. They put Igbo man as a soft target. But when it comes to national sharing of national cake, Igbo man is nowhere to be found. The Yorubas and the Awusas have been ruling Nigeria. Look at the results for years.
We've had Jonathan, haven't we?
I'm telling you that Jonathan was existence was circumstantial, was a source of circumstances. Even when he wanted to be officially elected, the same Yorubas carried out a propaganda against him.
He won his first election, don't forget.
That's 2011 to 20. I'm telling you, Jonathan rising into power was as a result of circumstances. It's just like, unfortunately, if anything happen now, we expect the constitution expect the vice president to be there. But when it came to that level, they said no until a certain doctrine was invoked. Then the question is that, is it not better off that we have somebody like that? No, they say no. Politics, they not also contributed. The Igbo man has always been on the side, watching. But when there is crisis, when there's an issue, they put Igbo man. Yes, it's possibly that the Yorubas are even, instead of facing the north directly, they see Igbo attacking Igbo as a point. But it's not going to work. That's why we're saying that no Igbo man should come out and protest. Everybody should stay on their own.
What's the reaction to Kenneth Okonkwo's statement?
Kenneth Okonkwo, for me, I don't think that statement is something to feast on this morning, because one, is a politician. Two, I think he's trying to move back to APC, where he feels that his interest can be protected. So calling Obi names at the end of the day or whatever, I don't think that is correct for him. But if you want to move to any political party, it's your choice. You have right to do that. Can you quietly move? Let him move. It's okay. Because you can see the kind of infiltration that came to Labour Party recently, where the federal government, infiltrated Labour Party and was causing crisis up and there. And instead of the Labour Party hierarchy to come up, with a clear-cut agenda on how to cushion the effect of that infiltration, they allow it for some time. So, calling Obi in, it's kind of calling Obi in, I don't think is a welcome development for me. He has right to move to anywhere he likes, and so be it. But as I'm talking to you now, Obi is the face of hope currently now in Nigeria, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. But unfortunately, this attack on Igbos is coming from the Yorubas. It's not a funny thing. We are taking our time. Where we are always look as if we understand that we invested more than any tribe in the 36 states of the Federation. Igbos alone invested more than any tribe. So our businesses and our interest is always the target. I know what business means to an average Igbo man. Somebody was asking me a question. Can I name one factory, one manufacturing company owned by an Igbo man in Lagos State? And he said, you're a graduate in Lagos. You went to school. You don't know that Igbo man has manufacturing companies in Lagos. You don't know at all. So that is just it. That tells you the kind of deep reservation. It is only Igbo that have a broader illuminating spirit that drives them anywhere where they go. They should not come out and protest anything. Igbos, wherever you are, do not be part of this protest. Let's leave Yorubas and Hausas. Let them solve this problem they have created. Nobody should bring Igbo man in. As clear as that. Any kind of politics, we're gonna play. But nobody should threaten Igbo man for any reason.
Is this not political immaturity?
What as you people showed maturity, as Yoruba and Hausa showed maturity in the coexistence of Nigeria as an entity. When it was time for the Igbo man to produce the presidency, what did Tinubu do? He came out. We supported Obasanjo. We supported Abiola. These are people who have been part of this government of Nigeria for some time. And even when the North was saying, let us move this thing to, that the structures for presidency can be given to anybody. They blocked it. They say, Miloko, it's your turn. You don't Miloko yourself now. You must face the calamity and the consequences of injustice in Nigeria. That's what Nigerians must face. There's no backdoor. There's no two ways about it. You must face it. It's just what is happening in Israel now. The consequences of October 7, they must face it. There's no two ways about it. They will face it. Nigeria must face consequences of injustice, of wickedness. How can you be attacking Igbos every now and then? Yoruba man, for that matter, not even an Hausa man. And the whole thing is standing on the line. I don't understand. I don't understand. So, Mr. Nee, you know what I'm talking about. And you know that this is a clear truth. Everything not be only you. Because if you do it in your family, you have problem. You must accommodate your wife, you must accommodate your children, you must even possibly accommodate your neighbors. That is how it goes. And leaving Igbo man to struggle on his own this is knowing fully well that, to an extent, even though, okay, look at the Northerners, look at what they're saying now. That they voted based on religion, not based on competence. Who's going to take that excuse? Are they not having enlightened men in the North who went to school, went good, well read? Are they not having think tanks in the North? When the likes of I look at Doyin Okupe, all of a sudden say Obi betrayed Atiku. Look at somebody who is Peter Obi, a campaign organization director. Don't against him for now without any reservation. No. You understand what I'm saying? So those people do not see anything good about the person who is moving closer to where he is going at this point in time.
Thank you very much for that wonderful submission. Mr. Raphael.
Make you catch money for bank. Say, Kenneth Okonkwo blast to go catch money for bank.
Mr. Raphael.
Go catch money for
Mr. Raphael, welcome.
Yeah, my brother, good morning.
I hope your line has not been blocked.
No, they have not blocked my line. No. I learned that the presidency has paid billions upon billions of naira to Airtel, MTN, Nine Mobile, Glow, and the rest of the GSM network to block Nigerian lines.
So many people to protest.
Many people phone numbers in Nigeria now are disabled. The presidency paid the money so that there will be no protest. When we are talking about the one he perpetrated in the past, presently he is doing worse to Nigerians. So that's why the protest is gonna, at least nationwide, trigger all. And you can see Obi has been showing attitude, of cowardice in the past. And today Obi has come out to tell federal government that protest is gonna hold. Tinubu do their worst. Obi is supporting protest nationwide. Tinubu arrest Obi, put him in jail. After all, Nnamdi Kanu, his brother, in jail. Igbo man is their worst enemy. People that are investing in Lagos, growing Lagos economy, paying their taxes and paying house rents, paying for Loma, paying for this, paying for that, paying for cheat, paying for sand. They are our worst enemy, Emiloko. You hijack Igbo man's mandates because you think that we are all coward. No, we are not. We are being patient enough.
Mayor Onanuga said that Peter Obi must come out and speak on the protest ground, otherwise he's a coward. Just like Kenneth Okonkwo called Peter Obi. That's your take on it.
Thank you so much. Onanuga should pay the 5 billion suit leveled against him by Peter Obi. Onanuga, the fire on the mountain is no longer what? It's no longer what? Cage. Being caged. Is what? Billowing to the what? Sky roof. There is fire on the mountain, Onanuga. Enemy of Igbos. See, let me tell you, not only IPOB are sponsoring this protest. Obi is among. Nnamdi Kanu is among. The whole Igbos are among. Go and do your worst. Enemy of the Igbo. We are not trying to manage our speeches again because you think that we are cowards. Onanuga, go and pay the money, the label suit against you because you are orchestrating what? Ethnic divisions in Nigeria. You are a man I know that is ethnic division driven. All your ideology, all your agenda. You come out with an agenda before that Obi is the one orchestrating this protest because it is Obi will say no, Nnamdi Kanu is there for 48 months. It is not dying. We wish to be like him. You think we are afraid? Oga, did your father follow us fight civil war? No, my papa fought. He carried gun. And here we are today. We did not all die. Necessity is the mother of invention. What we went through in the past during Nigerian Civil War has strengthened all of us. We the children from Igbo extractions. Okay, we're not afraid of anybody. Onanuga, because you are at the office of the presidency, that's why you are running your mouth. Let me tell you, your children must suffer it. Your kinsmen are still bearing the hardship of this country. The hardship, economic hardship in this country, your kinsmen, your umuna, your nephews, and your cousins, are they not feeling it? Ononuga, a man can never be alone. A man have what is called extended families, if you don't know. And if you have this knowledge, you wouldn't have just be giving Tinubu wrong advice. And all you cabals, Lagos boys surrounding Tinubu. See, today Obi has owned it up. Nobody dies. Flies are not going to fly. Peter Greg Obi, go and arrest him. You arrested in Nan, you arrested Igbowo, you free only Igbowo, living in Nan because he's an Igbo man. Igbo are your worst enemies in Nigeria, I fear. These are people that are living in the southwest, contributing to the growth of the economy of that region. Say you have not seen any good on them because you are very, very ungrateful. The hour has come for Nigerians to tell Tinubu where he's getting it wrong, and nobody is afraid. Oga, I'm not afraid. Kenneth Okonkwo is criticizing Obi. Good. Anybody can criticize anybody. Likewise me. I'm criticizing this government because it's needed it. It's needed. That is, let me say, grievous criticism. A good government. We are coming to tell the Tinubu administration that he has sold Nigeria. Ononuga, who is the owner of the refinery in Malta that is refining our petroleum? Who? You are not telling Nigerians about that one. Who has acquired a Jeep and Owando? Who are the ones that are receiving the what? The dividend of subsidy. Who are paying? We are paying. Who are the marketers? Oil marketers that are collecting subsidy money. Ononuga, tell the world. Stop accusing Obi, accusing Igbos. Your best neighbors, your best friends are Igbos. You cannot appreciate them. Nobody is afraid of you. You and even me. I'm not afraid of you.
So do you think Obi will be able to come out?
Obi is saying it that it is right of every citizen to what? Protest. Okay? I cannot come here and say Tinubu is doing well. Tinubu is doing well. Because I'm looking for money. Not that kind of money at the expense of Nigeria's blood. Not that kind of bombs. I don't look for that kind of filthy, dirty, bloody money. I come out and tell you what is up. Because I know that God is watching. You're just running your mouth, turning your back on Igbos. Your best friend that are growing southwest economy with you. Building houses everywhere in southwest, paying for land use. Hausa brothers. Fulanis that are trooping, exuding from northern region into the southwest. How many of them rented the houses? Go and do your investigation on Onuga. If I answer on Onuju, then see, let me tell you, we are coming here to tell you that we are friends of the Southwesterners. Many of them appreciate us, not only you. You are not the one. How many of you there? We have many Yorubas that are our friends. You are trying to hit people, scratch their head together with the Yorubas, but it can't work. Come and tell us the reason why Nigeria is like this. You are in that office playing what? Eye service. See, let me tell you, we are going to protest.
Are you saying Igbo protest?
Oga Igbos are protesting, forget. You know Igbo man is a coward. Oga Chefu Kemi, Chefu Ọlọ́run bínú. Ọkàn bínú, Ọlọ́run. Chiba, if you do me, I do you back. God no go vex. Oga, forget say they do Igbo all the time, they marginalize and they look you strong. I be make I say the truth here on the camera. Okay, we fought the war from 1967 to 1970. All of us know that. We are still here. I want your papa give us 20 pounds. After 54 years, Oga Onanuga Alpha, you are feeding fat from lies and falsehood at the office of the presidency, telling Nigerians all manner of stories, turning your back on Igbos. Your best helpers. Because you are in that position, you can talk and say anything and get scot-free to the Igbos. Obi, your friend, has told you that it's right of every citizen to protest. And he is protesting. Arrest him. Arrest everybody. Arrest the whole Igbos. Arrest them. Arrest now. You say they waste time. You go arrest and arrest and arrest until you tire and regain your strength to arrest again.
Thank you very much.
No space that will contain detainees or arrested protesters. Ononoga, Amoyu.
Mr. Kule, welcome. Mr. Kule.
Yeah, how you doing, man? How far, man?
Yeah, very well.
Happy New Week.
So, Mr. Kule, as we are gearing up towards the protests, look at everywhere, there's fuel scarcity. They are blocking people's line. I mean, this level of hardship is unprecedented. What is going on? And do you think that Peter Obi should please show up in the protest ground?
I think the way things are now, there's diversity already on ground. Prior to the election, there's diversity. And I can tell you categorically, some people are still bitter. You can see the character that left here not too long. They are still bitter. And they are going extremist. The way I'm saying things, they are going extremist. And the media that are giving them, urging them interview should be really careful likewise, because it's easy to damage, but to build is very difficult. I can say directly that if Mr. Obi want to be there, all eyes on him. If he's going to be there, all eyes on him. I think instead of Mr. Obi just to join the protest, let him go and rebuild his party. And you can see the party is in disarray. That's the Labour Party. And it's as if they came with a scam identity. That Labour will change things, but Labour is getting disorganized now. Look at what Mr. Okonkwo said about Mr. Obi. A lot of them have decamped away from. So to me, as it is, Mr. Obi needs to join hands with the presidency and see how he can make the country work. And a lot of followers he has now, and he needs to keep talking to them. He needs to keep talking to them, because one man cannot just stand up and say because he lost the election, then the president in power will not have rest. So to me, it's a collective thing. Once election is over, every one of you, the contestants that contested there, Mr. Atiku, Mr. Obi, Mr. Kwankwaso, all of you should come together and see how Nigeria can move forward. Election is over already. Throw away the bitterness and bring yourself as one for the masses. And that is what is happening. Some people don't want this country to be okay because they lost the election. And that is what's it called? The result we are seeing on ground now. In Nigeria, if one party lost the election, that party will be working against the progress of the incumbent party.
Are you saying that the losers of the election are the one behind it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying they are the one. If you listen to me well, I said they should all come together in a normal climb, like Western world. After election, everybody will close gap and, dishing out advice to the government in power.
Obi has been doing that, but he seems the president does not listen.
Obi
Atiku has also been doing that. The president does not listen.
Obi has been doing that, quite all right. But majority of message he dish out, he always goofed. Like the local government election, what's it called, autonomy now. So they were asking him, why is it that he did not talk, he did not say anything about the autonomy when the federal government, passed that autonomy into law for the local government. And some people are now saying Obi cannot really appreciate that autonomy because throughout the 8 years of his tenure as governor, he did not organize local government election. So and I pardon him for that, because somebody that did not organize local government election for 8 years, how do you expect him to appreciate the local government autonomy? So to me, that's the point I'm going to. The leaders is all about diversity. It's all about pulling down. And I can see some people coming on the board there, on the platform here. Look at what they are dishing out. Look at the message they are dishing out.
But don't forget that Tinubu did the same thing to Jonathan. Tinubu did everything to pull down the administration of Jonathan by organizing that Occupy Nigeria 2012 protest. So, however, Obi is not doing that. Yet, you are still accusing Obi for not being supportive.
You see. That's why I say majority of us, we are misinformed, we are deformed. Why am I saying this? The protest of Jonathan I keep saying it. It started from when this Mr. Sanusi protest of Jonathan started when Mr. Sanusi said that when Mr. Sanusi as a CBN governor then said that there's a $20 billion missing in escrow accounts, oil escrow accounts, and since then, and people rose up that we are suffering, and some people are stealing under Mr. Jonathan then 20 billion missing, and it was when Mr. Sanusi raised that voice. People have to there was uproar then, and people started gathering themselves, and I'm so shocked. Nigeria is the easiest, I can say is the only country where you can easily be blackmailed. They say Wole Soyinka, Bakare, all sort of things. They even turn it to the region protest, that it was the Southwest that promulgated that protest, and I gave it to them. It was these same people that brought the doctrine of necessity for Jonathan when the old cage, when there was a cage that they wanted to fix, put Jonathan in for him not to be able to get to that presidential seat, when our president then, the late Yaradua, was incapacitated. It was same people they are accusing. That's why I'm getting scared of this caliber of people. Masses of human beings are seen in this country.
About the protest, Mr.
So let me break down. No, your question you asked, that is why I'm answering now. Unfortunately, that you are a bit engaged somewhere else now. I'm saying Mr. Tinubu wasn't the cause of that protest. He was not the one that.
You occupy Nigeria?
Let me tell you, he said Nigerian group. Have you heard of said Nigerian group? That is why I say.
Who is the financier?
Nobody is the financier, because the financier you'll be looking at, you'll be talking about Bakare, Pastor Bakare. Pastor Bakare and Tinubu, they have never been in good mood. Pastor Bakare and Tinubu, they have never been in good mood. I can tell you that the major head of this thing is even Pastor Bakare, because you are seeing his face every day, and he's the one coordinating everything. And it's this same man that fought for the right of President Jonathan to be installed under Save Nigerian Group, with this same Pastor Bakare and the Soyinkas of this world. Where were those guys? Where are those guys laying blame game on Tinubu? Where were they? When Jonathan was handicapped, there was supposed to be doctrine of necessity, because when the president is incapacitated, the deputy has to take over. You see, until we put up the garment of tribalism, until we put down the, what's it called, religion diversity in this country, we will still keep rolling up and down without no direction.
This protest that is about to go on,
yes.
Are you supportive?
You see, protest in the constitution, in UN constitution, it's allowed. You can have access to protest of what you think is not being done well in the country. But I can tell you, the right you have to protest, that right is stopped from when other people's rights starts. You can't say you are protesting, you now start destroying properties all around. You are saying nobody. You now, I see you are.
The work of the police is to ensure there's no
the work of the police. How many people will police chase? I can even tell you now. I think the DSS will be appropriate. They bring out the DSS so that there won't be any clash. That the same police, it was vengeance of NSAS. That because when you are protesting, you have to apply your brain. That when you are protesting, it's not only you that are supporting that protest. There are some that are against that protest. So you give room, and that may be the cause of the crisis that will happen there. Because pro-presidency will be there, right? Likewise. Are you aware? Pro-presidency will be there. It's not all of us that will sleep and face one side. Pro-presidency will be there in that protest. And as we are saying, we don't want the president. Some people will tell you they want the president, which is their right. Two ones don't make a right.
So which side will you be on? On which side?
See me? I'll be on the side of peace for the country. That's my own.
Thank you very much.
I don't want to be tribal. I don't want to be sentiment. I have any sentiment. But don't destroy this country. That's what I will just.
Thank you very much.
You know, I'll tell you this, guys. The guys are about to protest. Please don't destroy the country.
Planning to. Anyways, thank you very much.
I will protest. I am not going to destroy my property. I am not going to destroy my children's property, but I will take part. No. See, I am not going to destroy any property. It's not good to destroy. But the problem I'm saying, if we did not protest, Tinubu will not be a president today. If Tinubu did not protest against military, against civilian, it will not be on top today. So what I'm saying,
what did he do under civilian?
Why did Tinubu go inside? Why did you not tell us?
That was under Apache now. Where were you?
What am I saying? What am I saying?
He's asking you that the Tinubu protest under civilian rule.
Hold on. Under Jonathan, he protested. Everybody know. I can mention him. Tinubu, Bakare, Adeboye. Tinubu Bakare. Hey Lord. He said it. He said. Kule, why you doing this? Kule,
you guys until they
why you doing this? See, I want to answer you. During Jonathan, all of us, Jonathan is on my side.
I'm supporting Tinubu.
During
you are bringing Jonathan on the table. I support Tinubu.
Hold on. See, Kule, I want to
support your brother. For the slapsies,
when Jonathan was on throne, remove subsidies. Everybody, including me, we went to Ojota. We went to Ojota. They brought food, brought so many things. When army came, army was standing very far. They were even protecting the city until they shot somebody from this place up by here. Before people started reacting. But the military shot people for the start. It was 3 days. There was a lot of artists. You know, it was carnival until they still.
And this Igbo scholar, that old man, that he sprayed, he directed the soldiers to spray them. Old men.
Soldiers did not spray them. What happened? Let me tell you, you did not follow them. I followed them. They were hold up. They were going to Alausa side here. Where this guy collapsed, that old man, that Igbo man. What's the name? The man is dead now. They were, almost 80 years. The man was almost 90 something years. Now they collapse. So that did not get it. But what I'm telling you, Kule, this protest you are saying is allowed all over the world. If I saw you can't protested during that time, I expect so you can't everybody to come now. So they are telling us that because it's your brother, or they are telling us that we are not hungry. Kule, let me tell you, I have 3 children that Kule, they are tough. Nothing. Why just call me now? What are we going to eat? I said, everywhere. Let me give you I'm not in again. Line ABCs. Hold on. Line ABCs now. Go to MTN now. Look at crowd. Why are these supposed like? The government has started this. The government has started the
fight. There's no way people go out and protest.
It's wrong now.
Mr. Kule says that protest, in his own view, should not be allowed in Nigeria because the opposition should support the president. Do you agree with Mr. Kule?
I disagree with him. You know why? How can you say protest should not allow in Nigeria? Here, look at the word. There is protest. Now, second day, hold on. If you say you are not protesting, no problem. Stay in your house. Don't come and sponsor bad people against the protester.
No, Mr. Kule said he would be protesting in support of Tinubu. That's what he said.
But if you want to do that, maybe you go to hold on. Kule, if you want to do that, maybe you should go to Abuja that day. Okay, be in Lagos. But don't come and where people will sit and start saying, Tinubu, we need
that is my right.
Tinubu, we need this. Don't come and bring
right. All over the world, there are people that support and there are people that are against the protest. So don't carry your problem, come and
don't be a kata against those who are protesting. Because if the country is good, hold on. If the country is good, it's good for me and you. It's good for our children. If it's bad,
Now
it's bad
today,
to hear you.
now today the country don't be.
That today, but I'm telling you, don't go and destroy the protest.
What is
Allow them to
I'm
do
not
that.
destructive like you people. You say, I can carry my placard for front, say, let the president breathe. And some woodland around you, some woodland will be disguising under the protest. They are ready to cause, chaos.
He said, let the president breathe.
Wait. Yes.
President say, Buhari, allow Nigeria to breathe. Today, your Minoko is there. He cannot even address the Nigeria. He cannot address Nigeria.
Is it not your president now?
Mr. Kule, why has the president not addressed Nigeria?
Thank you. Ask Kule.
Why has the president not addressed Nigeria? I think they should give him time. Yes.
1 year.
As you know, didn't he address
1 year and 3 months.
under the democracy?
When last did he address us?
That was
Thank you.
2 months ago, 3 months ago.
For where?
Celebrated democracy.
He did not address us.
That's not address. That is he addressed democracy day.
He addressed democracy.
That he has spent 1 year.
Is it not for Nigerians?
Okay, Kule, I want to ask a question.
Carry my phone for your
Kule,
house.
I want to ask a question.
You guys,
What Nigerians are saying? Listen, Kule. What Nigerians are saying? Take us back to Buhari time. What Nigerians are saying? Take us back to Buhari time. Back. Take us back. Take us back. He said, I am going to continue Buhari legacy. What is legacy? Legacy of hunger, legacy of destruction, legacy of security, bad road. Now let me tell you, they are living more than Nigeria. They are living.
Hundreds of thousands of you guys. I know the direction you're going. I know the route of tribalism you're going. I know the route of ethnicity you are going. By my president, I stand, and none of you can deny me that I'm supporting president.
Nobody is saying you don't support the president, but what we are saying, Kule, I want to ask you something. Are you okay under the president 1 year and 3 months?
See, if I want to carry my grievances on the president, I'll still check it the other way. That where the solution is, we need to look for solution. It's not just crying. The problem we've been having now is shortage of food, in which some people are diverting, and we are one nation. Some people are diverting food outside the. And why are we not too even engaging in agriculture? We just blaming the S-men are there. The S-men.
Are you going to be the president? Why is not engaging?
Is your governor?
Okay, I want your governor. Your president remove subsidy. Hold on. Your president remove subsidy. Your governor remove subsidy. Say what to make
crying loud on the street.
Hold on. Your president remove subsidy.
Collect security allowance. Every
okay, Kule.
Your state.
Tinubu remove subsidy. I said I want to increase revenue. Now the money of government be increased. If the allocation of government be increased,
the system that we are practicing it.
And things gotten better, Mr. Kule. Since Tinubu came on board, I want you to be sincere. As things gotten better.
Only one tree cannot make a forest. Can I tell you that? It takes collectivity.
But we know that one tree can burn a forest.
Yes.
One tree. Only one tree can destroy. And I think, and I wish Tinubu is not destroying this forest.
Tinubu is not destroying. He's not destroying anything.
Okay,
I can tell you.
Are they blocking people's
Infrastructure.
Why are they blocking? Ask him. Why are they blocking people's
one good thing about the country that you must do, that if you want to invite foreign investors, number one, work on your exchange rates. Number two, infrastructure, so that the investors will be happy to come in. Okay. And I can tell you, they are coming in.
Since Tinubu came in, more than 55 companies has left this country. Since he came in, are you aware, Kule? Are you aware?
How much are they made from this country?
Why did they leave? It's not a matter of how much they made. You know, so many people. Do you agree that so many people lost their jobs because those people had to leave?
But there are still some that vital companies that we still having in this country, and they can never leave. When you talk of the breweries, when you talk of
Guinness has left.
Guinness left for where?
Not only Guinness.
You guys don't know anything.
No, Guinness left. Ask him why Tinubu is not even calling the judge I want to protest. Why is he calling him
Guinness left for Agbara. Guinness just acquire another property around Obakan there, and they moved the operational, what's it called, the operational district to Agbara. They are in Agbara now with a mega company.
Pampers has also left.
Pampers.
Yes, a lot. More than 50 companies have left.
The company that produced Pampers.
Yes, they've left.
Is that what you call it, Pampers? There's a name they call it.
Do you know what shop?
Pampers, actually Pampers. Proctors and Gamble, they've gone.
You know what shocked me? The protests are not even took place. You know what? The protests are not even took place. But Nigeria is already panicking. No fuel. Everybody that check around. It's everybody's panicking. The protest, America, Britain have allowed their people.
Mr. Lucky, let me give you a shocker.
Okay.
100 yams in Kaduna is 1 million.
That is
What do you have to say to that? 100 yam in Kaduna is 1 million naira. What do you have to say to that?
Who are you to blame? It's Lucky hand.
Let me.
It's Lucky hand. Did they cut his hand for him not to embark on? And though he said they don't have yam. I mean, he always boasts here that they don't yam. If you see they don't yam, what makes him so lazy? That he's looking for where.
But before Tinubu came on board, 1 yam is 1,000. Now 1 yam is 10,000.
1,000. I've told you there are some hangers from one section of that the power left them, and they shifted all their food products to outside the country. And you guys, you say you are journalists.
How can
you guys are journalists?
20 bag of 20,000 bag of rice in one state, not even local government. If you are mockery, that's mockery. They are insulting us. That's an insult.
You will know whether these guys are real or not. The border is about to be open. There will be
border. They said they open. Tinubu said he opened last week. Last month. He said the border is about to be open. Let me tell you the truth. Have shame. Say the truth. The truth will set you free.
You are hungry of the food will still be on border.
Are you saying this government is a government of deception and lies?
This government is a dictator of liar, highest liar. That's how they lie in Lagos. Let me tell you something. Hold on. He said, don't worry, I will move you forward. Hope. The new hope. Wallahi, under him, Nigeria is dying. Go to hospital. The worst thing, go to hospital. See how people are dying. Did the Tinubu wait to finish 4 years and half of Nigeria will die? Is it right? Take your camera, go to MTN and see how they are locking people's phone. Why? He has started the fight. He has started the protest. The government has started the protest already. Why are you locking people's line? People are rushing to MTN. Why? So people call. Look, they know those organizers. They know those organizers. So call them. When you call them, dialogue with them. Yeah, dialogue with them. Ask them, what is the problem? Do 2 things. They said 20 things. Do 2 things. Number 1, Tinubu can say today, you said subsidy. You don't want subsidy. Or you want subsidy. I have reversed back subsidy back. You see, everything will calm down.
These are part of thief. Anybody that wants that subsidy back, it must be part of those thieves that were stealing our recruiters. It must be them. It must be one of them. All these guys clamoring for bring subsidy back. They are the criminals we have been looking for.
Is Tinubu still paying subsidy?
Yes, everything is being sold all over the world. The government subsidy.
But Tinubu told us that he removed subsidy. So is it paying subsidy through the back door?
But it reduced the payment of subsidy that they have been paying, because before all these guys, I can tell you I used to follow all these people that they should go and get themselves informed. I follow subsidy issues. These guys, they will just roll vessel on the high sea without bringing anything. They will come, they will tender the what's it called? That they have maybe. Why do you have SSS?
But there are allegations that just in 1 year of Tinubu that we have imported PMS from Malta, from a company that is owned by a nephew of Tinubu.
Yes.
How do you defend
the nephew?
Yes. Tinubu, I can't call it Wale Tinubu.
Yes.
And you have the facts and figure.
Yes, it was publicized.
Who publicized it?
It was publicized.
Everywhere.
All the mainstream media, AIT channels.
You are sure that you AIT publish? Don't put AIT into.
No, you've not heard. It seems you have not heard about it. Have you heard about it?
They put AIT on the spot now. You people will not be nowhere to be. You know, I'm telling you, if you say subsidy, I support the removal of subsidy. I support the and nobody can guard me from saying I support.
Did the subsidy remove?
It's
where is it paying subsidy?
gradually we get to there. Gradually we are getting.
Anyway, I know Kule is antichrist. Kule is an antichrist. Kule is suffering for protocol. See, Kule is dying. The only thing is that I always say, God should help you, help me. Because no, really, forget let me tell you.
Who is dying among us?
Kule, how much do you buy bag of rice? How much do you buy bag of rice, Kule? Tunubu, how much buy bag of rice? Tunubu Buhari, how much bag of rice? They said 100 yam 1 million. Under your brother, under Tunubu, is it right? Is it good?
Don't give yourself attention.
Well,
you have children that you see.
what I'm saying, if the country good today, good for me and you. It's good for me and you. If it's bad for me and you. That's the only thing.
Thank you very much, the two of you. I so much appreciate your contribution to the program, and that is the reality of Nigeria today. While so many are crying for hardship, some few people are still pro-president. That's democracy for you. Yes, you can. You want to talk? Come on board. All right. Welcome, sir. Okay. All right. So we're talking about the protest that is coming. First and foremost, what do you think about the protest, and what do you think Peter Obi should do about the protest? Do you think Peter Obi should come out and support the protester just like Tinubu did in 2012?
Peter Obi don't need to come out. The youths are the one organizing this song, not any not any government agency. The youths are hungry. There's a much of hunger and suffering in the land, and people are really hungry. This protest is mainly organized by the youth. I hope by the time all the youths are out in August 1st, they will succumb to Nigeria cry, because there are a lot of hunger everywhere in the land. People are suffering, they are dying of hunger. So I think the protest is a good thing. Let Nigerians speak. Let them speak how they feel. So that is what I have.
You know, the government is doing everything possible to scuttle and to ensure that this protest will fail. In fact, yesterday the police have said that nobody should protest after 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. In the police case, if any policeman come out to interfere or to try to stop this protest, it might turn to a great war. That happened at the last protest, answers may likely be occur, because the Nigerian youths are angry. They are angry. That is what is. They said an angry man is an hungry man. That is what making them to go to protest. Yeah, I think if a policeman or any force try to stop the protesters at this stage, it might turn out to become a great violence. Things may even get worse and damage.
So you are telling the police people to stay away.
All they need to do is to guide the protesters, not for them to say they must not protest. That's my intake about this.
All right, thank you very much for that brief submission. Yes, we've come to the end of the program. Thank you for joining us. Yes, please kindly click on the subscribe button. Please kindly like the program. Tomorrow, once again, by 8:30 to 9, we'll commence our live streaming. It's 2 days remaining to the protest day. Yes, we'll be streaming that proceedings live. Please kindly join us once again tomorrow. Bye for now.